Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for a River Hero Homes webinar about the benefits of trees. My name is Justin Doyle, and I'm the James River Association's Director of Community Conservation. I want to extend a special thank you to Altria and DuPont Clear into the Future for their support of our River Hero Homes program and making this webinar possible. Over the course of the next 20 to 30 minutes, you will learn about the James River Association's River Hero Homes program, as well as the benefits of trees. I'll provide a brief overview of our River Hero Homes program that discuss the benefits of trees and share information about upcoming tree events. Please submit any questions you may have via the Zoom chat feature, and we will do our best to answer them at the end of the webinar. All right, let's get started. River Hero Homes, and I think, as most of you know, every time it rains, fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, and bacteria from pet waste are carried from our yards into local waterways and ultimately the James River by stormwater runoff. This runoff is stormwater pollution. The stormwater pollution adversely impacts the health of the river, and reducing it is a focal point of our River Hero Homes program. Our River Hero Homes members make up a community of stewards that realize the first step to a healthier James starts at home. The program empowers residents of our 10,000 square mile watershed to contribute to a healthy James River by implementing river-friendly conservation practices. In short, River Hero Homes is a solution to stormwater pollution. I love this infographic. It comes to us from RVH2O, and it illustrates sources of stormwater runoff and how stormwater runoff finds its way into our local waterways. Stormwater runoff occurs when rain falls and snow melts on impervious surfaces like rooftops, driveways, sidewalks, and roads. Stormwater runoff can pick up pollutants, trash, and debris as it flows across impervious surfaces into storm drains and local waterways. Stormwater pollution occurs when polluted stormwater runoff flows into our local waterways. River Hero Homes members pledge to implement a minimum of 3 of 5 river-friendly conservation practices that reduce stormwater runoff at home. And the 5 practices are picking up pet waste to prevent bacteria pollution, using regionally native plants and removing invasive plants in gardens and landscapes, reducing or eliminating herbicide and pesticide use to promote a healthy ecosystem, reducing or eliminating fertilizer use to reduce nutrient pollution entering our waterways, and encouraging healthy soil by using compost, and reducing household water use and installing a rain barrel to harvest rainwater for watering needs, if possible. Members receive a membership card, discounts at local nurseries and other businesses, 2 newsletters each year, a sticker, and a yard flag that you can fly proudly in your yard if you choose to do so. Members also get access to River Hero Homes workshops and webinars like this one. So please encourage friends and family members to join our River Hero Homes program, and you can visit jamesriverhero.org for more information about the program, as well as helpful resources. Benefits of trees. So what is a tree? Trees are perennial woody plants that can come in a wide range of shapes and sizes. They can have one trunk or multiple trunks. They can grow over 100 feet tall, like some of our northern red oaks and white oaks, or they can grow closer to the ground, like eastern redbuds and flowering dogwoods. And trees can be identified by features including leaves, bark, fruits, buds, and flowers. Trees are important. Trees provide us with numerous economic, social, and ecological benefits, and we'll dig into these benefits momentarily. Unfortunately, we are losing tree canopy and the benefits that come with it. As our population expands and land is developed to accommodate growth, we're losing trees. In fact, Virginia lost over 9,500 acres of tree canopy between 2014 and 2018, according to data from the Chesapeake Bay program. Roughly 10% of that acreage became impervious surfaces that yield stormwater runoff. This is problematic as trees are a solution to stormwater pollution. Fewer trees means more stormwater runoff. We need trees, and at a basic level, they provide us with air to breathe. Trees release oxygen during photosynthesis. They improve local air quality by absorbing gaseous pollutants like ozone, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. They also improve local air quality by intercepting particulate matter in the air. Planting trees is one way to fight global climate change locally, as they act as carbon sinks. Trees absorb carbon dioxide during photosynthesis and store carbon in their bark, tissues, and root systems. Forests, peat marshes, and coastal wetlands are particularly effective at storing carbon. Forests, in particular, sequester hundreds of millions of tons of carbon annually, and roughly 13% of our annual emissions, according to the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Again, planting trees is one way we can fight global climate change locally. Trees keep communities cool by mitigating the urban heat island effect caused by impervious surfaces and lack of tree canopy. Urban heat contributes to heat-related illnesses and deaths, and this is concerning because our summers don't seem to be getting cooler. Communities that have tree canopy can be much cooler than communities that don't have tree canopy. Lack of tree canopy is a significant issue for some neighborhoods here in Richmond, Virginia. Lack of tree canopy is connected to the racist housing policy known as redlining, and neighborhoods that were redlined tend to have less tree canopy than neighborhoods that were not. And the map on this slide, which I sourced from Throwing Shade and RVA, depicts heat vulnerability by census block. Heat vulnerability is calculated by combining the percentage of tree canopy, paved areas, poverty, and heat island intensity. Generally speaking, high heat vulnerability areas today overlap with areas of the city that were historically redlined. In an effort to increase tree canopy and correct the wrongs of the past, the city of Richmond established a goal of achieving 60% tree canopy by 2037 in its master plan, Richmond 300. The James River Association has been focusing its community tree planting efforts in high vulnerability areas of the city of Richmond to promote tree equity. Trees not only keep communities cool, they improve our quality of life and general well-being. Being around trees is good for us. They provide us with mental and physical health benefits. They reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve our mood. If you're ever feeling down or overwhelmed, spend some time with trees. The James River Association organizes community tree planting events in communities with low tree canopy. As I mentioned earlier, trees are a solution to stormwater pollution. Stormwater runoff adversely affects the health of the James River and its tributaries by polluting them with excess nitrogen, phosphorus, and sediment. And trees are recognized as a stormwater best management practice, similar to a rain garden or a bioretention area, due to their ability to reduce stormwater runoff. Additionally, they can help reduce localized flooding in communities. Why are trees recognized as a stormwater best management practice? Well, their leaves and bark intercept rainwater and help it evaporate before it has an opportunity to become stormwater runoff. Larger trees are more effective at intercepting rainwater and reducing runoff. Mature oak trees are capable of intercepting thousands of gallons of rainwater on an annual basis. Trees also stabilize soil, improve soil infiltration, and absorb water from the ground. An easy way to reduce runoff and support a healthy James River at home is to plant regionally native trees in your yard and care for them. Riparian buffers are especially important when it comes to reducing runoff. Riparian buffers, also known as streamside forests, are vegetated areas of land along the James River and its tributaries. Riparian buffers stabilize stream banks and filter stormwater runoff from upland sources such as farms. If you are interested in learning about riparian buffers, please consider registering for our next River Hero Homes webinar about riparian buffers on October 17th. I'll share information about it toward the end of this webinar. While trees provide us with so many direct benefits, they also support the critters in our ecosystem. Trees provide habitat for insects, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Trees growing in riparian areas support aquatic habitats too. Did you know that oak trees not only yield acorns, an important food source for some animals, they also support over 500 species of moths and butterflies. This is important as moth and butterfly larvae are a good source of food for many bird species. So the key takeaways from today's webinar about the benefits of trees are: tree canopy provides us with many benefits, but we are losing it. Trees provide numerous ecosystem services, including improving local air quality, absorbing carbon dioxide, and storing carbon. Tree canopy plays a key role in public health by keeping communities cool during hot weather conditions, as well as improving mental and physical health of nearby residents. Trees are a solution to stormwater pollution as they intercept rainfall and reduce stormwater runoff, and trees provide habitat for wildlife. And I would encourage you all, if you're interested, to consider planting a tree this fall. in your yard or in your community. Got a number of tree-related events coming up in October. After all, fall's the best time to plant trees. Richmond Tree Week kicks off this Friday, October 11th, and runs through October 20th. And there are a number of events that are scheduled during that time period, from tree plantings and educational workshops to guided hikes and nature appreciation events. There's really something for everybody. The James River Association is organizing 2 events during Richmond Tree Week. We will be planting trees around North Avenue Branch Library on Friday, October 11th. Please join us if you're interested in learning about how to properly plant and care for trees. And then the following day, on Saturday, October 12th, we'll be conducting a tree giveaway at East End Branch Library. That begins at 10 a.m. and trees will be available on a first come, first served basis. And if you're interested in learning about Richmond Tree Week and all the events that are happening, visit reforestrichmond.org for more information. As I mentioned, we will be offering a webinar about riparian buffers on October 17th at 1 p.m. Join my colleague, Joey Shelton, our restoration field manager, and he'll tell you all about riparian buffers, as well as our James River Buffer program. Participants will learn about the benefits of riparian buffers and how to get involved in the James River Buffer program. You can register for that webinar at jamesriverhero.org. And then lastly, we have the 6th annual Buffer Summit and Celebration coming up on October 23rd. And it's a full day of buffer related programs and a celebration that'll be held at Maymont. And if you're if you're interested, please visit thejamesriver.org for more information about the 6th annual Buffer Summit and celebration. With that, we can go to questions and answers, and I would encourage y'all, if you have questions following this webinar, to reach out via email. My email address is on the screen right now, as well as my colleague Katie Riley, who's helping to facilitate this webinar. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions about trees or tree-related events coming up. Katie, do we have any questions?
Hey, Justin, no questions in the chat just yet.
Great. If you have any questions, feel free to submit them via the chat box. And if there are none, I want to thank Altria and DuPont Clear in the Future for making this webinar possible. Again, please join us for our next webinar about riparian buffers on Thursday, October 17th at 1 p.m. And visit jamesriverhero.org to learn about our River Hero Homes program. And Katie, did any questions come through?
No, not seeing any in the chat.
Good deal. Well, thank you all so much for joining the webinar this afternoon, and I hope you have a great afternoon.